never said the same thing.
Right.
And it's because first of all,
Sure.
if you say the same thing over and over and over
You're a
again,
robot.
you who are you?
Right. Sure.
There's more than, that's the reason why, like, I think they counted how many times I said, like, about my kids, like how many times I said I had a wife and kids. It was like twice. And like, I only brought up being a veteran, every so often.
Sure.
And I definitely didn't want to ride that as hard as a lot of people do. Cause it's like, once you start riding that veteran kick, it just starts to go out the window. But it was like, I refuse to have a specific script, like, because it just makes you seem disingenuous. Right. Some people go for it. Some people like it. Some people like that. And then it's like, I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I'm not a very, it's like, am I happy-go-lucky? If I know you, I don't know you. The world that we live in today is very, very dangerous. I've been to different places of the world that aren't so nice. And so, and I think society is changing. And it's back when I was growing up. You brought up Boyette and Casey earlier. And I remember going to Boyette and Casey with my dad and, into that hardware store, and then a gentleman come up and be like, "Hey, how are you doing today, buddy?" And start talking to me, and I'm talking back and forth, and shake my hand or whatever. And nowadays we live in a society where it's like, I don't want you talking to anybody. Yeah, like, because it's like, but media has a lot to do with that. But I mean, it's like the world's changing so much nowadays where I think people just want good, honest people. They don't want the same politician that we've seen. Trump proved it, and it's very, very, it's crazy to me to see how some of these politicians get up there, say the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, and then they win. And I'm like, oh, and then those same people sit there and talk about how Trump's great. And it's like, wow, dude, we live in a weird area. I mean, the Bible Belt is kind of weird. Like, when you really dig deep down into it on what people want out of a politician at local government versus state versus federal, I mean, it's, but I mean, okay. So, and then obviously cutting the red tape is a huge deal.
And that's the same thing too. So you look at what does it take to get investments in the town, and you start eliminating or streamlining processes. That's what you do. When I launch a software company, we build customer support departments or sales departments. It's the same. Your development services is a sales department. They enter in with a development order. They exit with a CO, which is an inspection you're building. That's your timeline of a project.